Expendables has been a franchise packed with action and some of our most loved actors, and now the franchise is expanding and adding a new fourth installment to it. That's right, Expendables 4 is coming, and it'll be just as exciting as the previous 3 movies, and it might involve major action scenes unlike anything you've ever seen before. The Expendables franchise. Ever since the first movie was released, fans got hooked on it for the big names that were in it and the huge amount of action scenes that made this movie grow into a franchise. The first movie premiered in 2010, and it introduced a group of elite mercenaries who undertake all kinds of assignments and missions from government agencies around the world. This movie introduced Sylvester Stallone in the lead role alongside Jason Statham. These two became the two carrying the movie, but don't get us wrong, among these two stars, many other actors joined the cast. This movie was Stallone's brainchild, a story he co-wrote that brought many former and current action stars together. In the first movie, Stallone decided to add Terry Crews, Randy Couture, and Stephen Austin to the crew, and he also brought back classic action stars such as Dolph Lundgren. Combine that with action legends like Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you have a crew that no other movie has ever had. After the huge success of the first movie, a sequel followed up 2 years later, and the main question was, who will appear next? Well, the regulars were all brought back from the first movie, but there were also some classic action stars included. Stallone managed to bring Jean-Claude Van Damme to appear as the villain, and then he even managed to bring Chuck Norris to round out his amazing cast. When Expendables 3 rolled up, Stallone added 2 big names, Harrison Ford and Mel Gibson. Each of these installments featured a new mission carried out by a different set of mercenaries. When the 4th movie was announced, people kept wondering what will happen and who will be in it this time around. Production and filming. The 3rd movie was released in 2014, and ever since talks of a 4th movie have been going around. Before the movie was announced in 2021, it had a messy production over the years, forcing it to get delayed for quite a while. Stallone even briefly exited the film's production in 2017, but has quickly returned and said that the 4th installment will be his final contribution to the franchise unless future developments arise. The production for The Expendables 4 was scheduled to begin in April 2019, but was unfortunately postponed. It was in September 2021 that the filming officially started, and Stallone finished filming his scenes in October of the same year, as he announced on his social media. The filming officially ended in December 2021. Scott Waugh was set to smash that like button if he haven't done so already. But no, he was set to direct this movie and has replaced Patrick Hughes, who directed the 3rd installment of the franchise. Aside from directors Spencer Cohen, who's already responsible for the film's story, and Max Adams, who has worked in several film production studios over his career, collaborated on the screenplay. For an action film with some big-name stars, the franchise started with a modest $80 million budget. The next 2 movies reached around $100 million each, but this 4th movie is expected to blow it out of the box. Sylvester Stallone and the company were planning on doubling the budget for this movie, but this has yet to be confirmed. No matter what the budget will be, we're sure that the production is well on its way, as they've already finished filming and we'll be able to see it soon.
Try to stay as close as you can.
Release date. When can we see this movie? According to Lionsgate, the movie was planned to be released in 2022. After this announcement, no official release date has come, which made many people worried that the movie might not be released in 2022. The movie began filming in February 2021 and finished by the end of the year. For a long time, the movie was rumored to have a release date by the end of 2022, but since we already have 2 months left of 2022, we doubt that this movie will arrive this year. This movie has been on a roller coaster throughout the years. There has been some trouble getting the movie off the ground. The franchise heavily relies on the nostalgia factor, and going back to a good old-fashioned rated R feature will surely entice audiences. Even though it has been almost a year since filming wrapped on the movie, there hasn't been any official word from Lionsgate or anyone else on the status of this movie's release. This could mean nothing, or it could mean everything. Most believe that it's still held up in editing and that the movie would be released in early 2023. While many believe this to be bad news for the movie, however, we'd like to look on the bright side and hope that this movie just needs a long time before it's finished. It has been 8 years since the 3rd movie was released, so we're sure that they want the 4th installment to be as great as the previous movies, and we have no doubt that it will be. Who'll be in it? The upcoming movie will feature some familiar faces to the franchise as well as some new additions. Stallone's character, Barney Ross, will take center stage as the leader of the Expendables mercenary band. Alongside Stallone, we'll see Jason Statham once again, as he has become a regular in the franchise. However, this movie will be the last Stallone will star in, and the future of this franchise will be left in the hands of Statham, who will smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. But no, in all seriousness, he'll lead future installments for the battle-hardened gang. So far, all of the movies have included new faces in it, and so will this one. Some of the most exciting newcomers have to be Curtis Jackson, known as 50 Cent, and Megan Fox, who has already been part of multiple action movies throughout her career. It still isn't clear what roles they'll be playing in the story, but they've been added to the cast. Another actor cast as the lead villain role in the movie is Io Uwais, a flight choreographer, stuntman, and martial artist. Sadly, some of the original characters won't be returning to the movie, and this includes Terry Crews and Arnold Schwarzenegger. When Stallone quit the movie after the third installment, Schwarzenegger said that he'll not return without Stallone. Now that Stallone is back for another movie, we've yet to see whether Schwarzenegger will be confirmed for the upcoming film.
What about the egg, huh?
What will happen? Since Io Uwais has been confirmed as the lead villain in the movie, we can put two and two together and get a little insight into the storyline of the movie. Uwais will portray a former soldier who becomes an arms dealer and owns a private army that will be confronting our expendable heroes. The fourth installment will see Barney Ross and his team set out to get the arms dealer. So far, this is all there has been announced about the plot of this movie. Everything else is kept a secret by everyone involved in the film's production. From previous movies, we can kind of predict that the Expendables will dive into another dangerous mission with the help of some new members, as they always do. We also know that Lee will get the spotlight, which could mean that Ross could either get killed by the end of the story, or he'll retire and pass the baton to Lee to lead the team. There are tons of possibilities for the characters, and there's no way to know how far these guys will go for one last showdown until we see them in action. Given that Lee Christmas has always been the right-hand man and second in command to Ross, it's only fair to see him become a leader after Ross is gone. There is no doubt that the franchise will continue with Statham as the lead character, but we can't wait to see how the story will evolve and how Lee will come to be the leader of the Expendables. Check out this video next.